Today's SRTV Snapshot is brought to you by Rustum Nissan of Portland. Check them out at nissanofportland.com.
When you put the words off-road on the side of your Nissan, you better make sure it's got the right equipment. It starts with the BF Goodrich supplied on-off-road tires. Nice choice. Double A arms with coil springs in the front. You'll notice it has skid plates just about everywhere to protect the transmission, oil pan, the transfer case, the fuel cell, everything all the way back to, that's right, a good old-fashioned solid axle. Now, it does have a locking center diff, so you can put equal power to both rear wheels, and that just makes for more mudslinging. But you gotta love the use of just good old-fashioned leaf springs. When was the last time you saw these on an urban sport utility? That's right, you won't. These definitely take charge of one good old-fashioned saying, keep it simple, stupid. Nissan did, and this stuff works. This is a true sport utility. Ladder frame with a body bolted to it. You're gonna feel that ladder frame, the stiff suspension. Real live suspension work with Bilstein shocks, live axle in the rear. It's gonna porpoise a little bit when you're going over bumps, but you know, that's a kind of a trade, one side of the fence or the other thing. This is a sport utility that is a quintessential everything to everyone vehicle. It handles real nice. For me, I think it is definitely something that's fun to drive, but I like the stiff ride. I like the off-road style suspension. You want to go hiking, kayaking, off-roading. This is a sport utility that can truly do it. Sure, there's tons of choices for the guy who lives downtown that wants to look a little bit above the curb. It's got windows logs, cruise air tilt, nice Rockford Fosgate supplied audio system. This, my friends, is a true sport utility. Now let's take a closer peek at the Nissan Xterra off-road. Well, Nissan's given you a hell of a toolbox, and the things that you need to use in that toolbox are things like the vehicle dynamic stability control, the electronic rear differential lock, and let's look at it right here. Now, this does have a 4 high and 4 low. We're only going to use 4 high for the first part, but to use the locking differential, you do have to go to 4 low. We're going to turn the VDC off, the vehicle dynamic stability control off, so we can get some wheel spin if we want, and then we're going to lock the rear differential. Now, it only uses that under low speed conditions when you're in 4 low, so you have all the traction when you're really going to use it right. Going out and slinging mud is fun, but if you're really going to creep and get where you need to go off the beaten path, that's how you use it. Under the hood of the Xterra, you're going to find a 4-liter VQ family engine from Nissan, 261 horsepower and 281 pounds-feet of torque, and very importantly, all of that is available from 15 to about 4,000 RPMs. Now, that is the beauty of this engine and the way they set this up. No plastic covers to complain about, nothing to really say anything, that it just has the torque when you want it, right off idle, all the way, so you can get where you want to go if you take it off-road. That's, again, one of the many things that I see as an up on the new Xterra. Now, I could talk all day long when you're talking about exterior styling and the beautiful fender flares and the angular lines that I love about the Nissan Xterra, but it's about the usefulness of this car. Now, if you love places to put your junk, you got this beautiful little lockable storage unit up here. I love that. If you had just rags or just some extra stuff you wanted for camping, you got these cool little off-road fog lights right here, and even though they won't let you turn them on unless you got the high beams on, I'm sure there's a couple of wires we could twist to make that work, but you know, it's about usability. It starts at the front and the top here, and it even goes to the back. You have steps built into the rear bumper. I mean, Nissan, how smart is that? And everybody else, take note, copy and paste. Foot in here, grab the rack, get up here and get a 150-pound load up here, and it makes it so you have accessibility to the stuff you need to take with you if it doesn't fit inside. And it's one of the many reasons why this is one of my favorite sport utilities.